ain't seen real problems since seen nothing. I ain't seen real, I ain't seen real problems since tripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my day I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight. Cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, what you want. I got Jesus giving money, what you want. I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it, I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sickness.
Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Okay, now drop your bag, sass. I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Trump cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Now I'm afraid of the dark. There ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I'm made it out of chump, at least I know I'm up. Boy, thump, like my neighbor's jumper up a pump. Boy, I bump in that Billy Strong, he ain't know he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun.
I'm an airport baby, I'm too fly to count. Counting the cash, yeah, it's too high to count. I'm pretending with a fake, yeah, they too fake to doubt. Acting like they are what they not for their clout. They just suckin' my blood, they can love what you count. Flowing like water, three with the smiles on the ops gonna plow. They all in the sewers, the south in the clouds.
I'ma stay down to the sound, to the sound, to the sound. On the floor to the steps, build that with the pain to the steps.
From just off the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports brings you coverage of the NFL from Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Pushing his way through, and he'll be out of bounds. The 25. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Set. 59.
They'll try the air now with Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 47 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
54 is down. He's coming. Hey, 59. Out.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
To the air yet again, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb, and he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
They'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal. To throw is Watson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Ford is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either.
Touchdown, Browns! Jerome Ford, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's 1st score here this afternoon. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
To throw is Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Browns defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And they needed to be because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in a victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Jackson to throw. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Oh, heck of... There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deontay Foreman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Well, right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
A short throw caught by Andrews. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
Facing fourth down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 11. They will start this drive with Ford. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Reset. Alert.
Back to throw, Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
54.
Now Watson. Steps away to his left. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
The Browns at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They run with Ford. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8.
Reset. 24. And 24.
Watson now to throw.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
At 31.
Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Set.
Here's Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Operating from the gun, Watson. And that'll be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku from 17 yards out. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Henry running right. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
24!
Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Where's the tap? 24!
On the ground, it's Ford. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Hey, alert, alert!
Again, they turn to Ford. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Set.
This is Ford. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. They'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens, nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here's Jackson. And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
But with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he's got this down to the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Tackle there by Michael Pierce.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Blowout material.
Off of play action, it's Watson.
This will be caught. Judy. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's good for another Cleveland Browns.
Chubb. will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
13.
He'll look to throw. Across midfield. Oh, some strong running. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, Lamar Jackson, I mean, he is just a ticking time bomb when he has got the football in his hands, and he explodes, Charles, for a big one there.
So there was the boom, huh? Because that's exactly what happened, right? And you can be in the right spot against him and not necessarily make the play. His talent.
Touchdown! Derrick Henry. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens get a bit closer.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Breaks through the contact. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Set. Out.
Now it's Watson.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Ford. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6, eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
No, we changed it.
Here's Jackson to throw.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
That is caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Roddy Hickman with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. CD, I know from working with you that you're about as old school as they come. Your thoughts on throwing that ball from the 1-yard line?
Yeah, I just got done walking my dinosaur, as you well know, and ordinarily I'm screaming, run the football from the 1-yard line. But if you are going to throw it, just take extra care. That didn't happen there, and they turned the ball over.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Ford, and he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
On 2nd down, here's the option. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is